Okay, Atman, you know the drill. Here's what we did today. You know the lines up, the blue lines on each side of you to keep you from swaying too far, and the lines by your head. So, let's get you up in your position, because everything looks really good through all this. I'm going to take you up. You'll see how far you extend. Is one thing we're working on today. See how far you go to there. He only goes to there and starts. Now you can go farther. I don't mind if you go that farther. Go farther than you're doing there. I prefer it if we got you to stop about, at least there. And, even, it doesn't matter, from there to there. What you'll see what happens is, I'll use a yellow line here for a second. See how you've got this nice line straight up here. Oops, not that straight. And so see, he's got one that goes from his shoulder right down to the back of his leg like that. That's kind of where we want it. What you're doing then is bending. Let me undo that. But what you're doing is then this knee right here collapses in more and more and more and more. And that's what's making you overswing. So if you look, he's at the top of his swing. Your leg is now, like this. Where his leg's still, it's got a little bit in it, but not much. So two things I think I want to do is, if you feel like this knee on your left knee, if you feel like that knee goes forward towards the ball more instead of this direction, I think that'll help you a little bit to keep from overturning. But again, it's not something that I'm necessarily worried about, because you keep all of you stay inside your other lines, so I like that. But that's something you can work on. Like, so you could feel like you're taking like a 3/4 swing and still only get the, parallel. Right there it'd be like, I can really get to it, but right about there would be good. But anyhow, let's start you both down. So I want you to see all this stuff down here. Let me get you caught up. Takes a while because you overswung so much. Takes me a while to get him caught up to the same place. So that's pretty close to both in the same spot. Now you look as we're coming down. Everything looks really good here. I don't mind this. Your head's a little bit past the ball. Actually, I like that better, because remember, I think I was telling you to try to feel like your nose or eye was over the ball. So that's what we're right there. That helps get your ball to the thing. Path going closer to the ball, and it makes you hit the ball first and not the ground. He stays back, but he has a little more lag in his swing, so he can get away with that. But what it looks like, biggest thing we need to see, because this impact is perfect. I'll clear all this stuff. You are on. The idea is we want to keep this leg, your left leg, on that blue line. Oops, sorry. So we want to keep, at this point, you want to have this part, and your shoulder all touching that line. And you can see he's doing that over here. He's up on the line. That means you've moved onto the ball good. That's perfect. And you got a nice bend toward all these. And you get a nice bend going in this leg too. We like this, just like his coming down there. So that's all perfect stuff. We ain't gonna change any of that. Now let me clear all this off. So here's where we got to work on. When I was telling you to bow your wrist, so you can see we've got a little bit, not much, of an angle there. Whereas his is here and here. Okay, and that's what's going to keep you from hitting the ground first and then the ball. So, big thing is when we move a little bit past the ball here. Here's what I was talking about. See how that shoulder's come across your body? And his shoulder, his elbow. His elbow is more like, kind of like the pit in your elbow. The little hole that's in the front of your elbow is pointing, his is pointing more out this way. And yours is still pointing kind of back this way. So if we can think about keeping that right elbow, I keep saying right elbow, sorry, left elbow right here, closer to the body where yours is now stuck out like this, and then put a pin right there. See his is one big line, kind of right down the shaft, and that's the kind of feeling we want to get, because when we keep it away from that body, that's going to help you from with contact. Because I'll go a little step farther than you really see it. See how I was trying to get you to get your arms nice and extended. So now his arms are coming straight down the shaft, a nice little Y right there. And yours have a bend, then straight, and a bend and a bend. Okay. So I will send you a drill that helps you work on keeping that elbow. One thing you can do is take like the head cover of your driver and put it underneath this armpit right here, and then let's try to swing the whole time with it in there. And what happens is that you can't drop, so like when you get to that position, so it doesn't fall out. That's when you should probably hit irons with it. Don't hit with the driver because it's going to be too hard at first, and swing easy, because if you swing hard you'll hurt yourself. But that is the only thing I see we need to fix now. Everything else looks fantastic. So if we can work on that, and I will send you a drill for that. I'm going to look at the swing for the back. Probably not a whole lot I got to look at there. This is the biggest thing that we want to check out. So once again, great stuff, and keep up the good work, buddy.